Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Gary Holt from Exodus and formerly from Slayer, and you're listening to The Razor's Edge.
Chris from The Razor's Edge, still here at ArcTanGent, and I'm delighted to be chatting with the incredible Julie Christmas. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Cool. So what have you been up to today? What have you seen so far?
I've seen my pillow, and then I also saw the bathroom. There was a horse, and then I saw a beer, and that's kind of it so far. We just got here.
Well, I mean, that's the UK festival experience right there.
Yes, I think I got it. It's a farm, and then some loud noise.
Absolutely. So, the new album, Ridiculous and Full of Blood. I'm just going to break rank here. One of my favorite albums of the year so far. Every time I hear it, it just gets better and better with every listen. How's the response been so far to the album?
Unbelievable. We made this record. Everybody in the band is all really good friends. That's why we made this record. And I think the reason that the record is such a story is like you can hear it, right? It's not one note. It sounds like different songs. It's because all of the guys and me, we worked on different parts of it, and so it's like a true collaboration with really, really talented people who are also my best friends. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those albums where you can't really listen to like specific tracks. You have to like play it through all the way. Is that an attitude that you've always wanted to approach with music?
I think when I want to see a show, I want to see a show.
Yeah.
And when I want to read a book, I want to hear a real story. So I think that's just the way we work. It's like there's a sense of balance, right? You want to bring people through your own experience and have them understand how your life and their life is the same, and how we all kind of deal with shit together, and so to do that you have to like navigate peaks and valleys, not one note. Life is not like that, right?
Yeah, of course. Do you feel like your music, has it evolved over the years? Where did it start, and how's your earliest music compared to where your music is now?
I think I'm actually the same. I don't think I've changed very much. I've just changed, like, maybe I just have more experience now. I'm much stronger than I was when I was younger. So I think when you hear young me on the records, like when I was in my 20s, if you hear those records, you hear like a lot of like rage, and I was still myself, but I was like figuring shit out, as I was going. And now I think when you hear me, it's the same. I'm still trying to figure shit out, but I'm much more, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. It's just being honest and trying to show people what you're really like, sort of. There's no costume, even though I love costumes.
Of course.
Have costumes, but there's no. I'm more real now. I'm more actualized.
Amazing. Yeah, amazing. It's normally quite a few years between your releases. Is it a very intense writing process, or do you just need to be in that right headspace before new music can come through?
I don't know. I think I just get involved in other things. The way that we work on music is the way that I work in my life, and it's like all the things that I do command my focus, and I'm throw myself in. That's how it is. So I think honestly, this record may not have happened, because I'm like not. I'm very spontaneous. I go with whatever is happening without somebody saying you should stand here and work with these people and make this record, which is Hayden and Johannes from Cult of Luna, like those, and Andrew, who is the bass player and who put in thousands of hours working on this, and John, like these guys are all like, you should do this, let's make this, and so I don't know, I move around a lot in my. I'm like a butterfly.
Sure.
That's actually not the right insect. More like I do whatever's in front of me.
Yeah, sure. They won't be putting that on the cover, though, I'm sure. The music is really intense that you put out there. Does that ever take its toll, like mentally, when you're doing that kind of really intense music for a long, like, recording session?
Yes.
Yeah.
It does, and it really does on stage. That's why I don't do it very much. It's like almost like you have to. I would never do it any other way, but you have to be willing to really, literally bleed and bruise to do it. It's gotta be all the way, and so I think it's like, you know, the intensity of that is like it is a little bit difficult. I don't want to sound like I'm so grateful that for people who, you know, support the record and listen to music, mine and everyone else's, and buy records and, you know, support bands. I'm so grateful for that. But speaking as a person, when I am done on the stage, I feel like I'm gonna die. Like it's very painful in a way.
Sure. Do you have like a vocal care routine? How do you look after your voice?
I always do. I have learned. I can walk out onto stage. The other day we played at is it Brutal Assault? There was one stage we walked out onto and I hadn't warmed up and it was fine. But that's not the right way to do it. The right way to do it is that at least an hour before, I take 10 minutes and I go someplace and I warm up my voice for at least 10 minutes. And then, usually because there's like nowhere to do it, I don't like to do it with a bunch of people, and I would never tell everybody to like get out of the room so I could warm up or anything like that. So I go and find a place to warm up, and usually it's when another loud band is on. And then like at Damnation, we played at Damnation, which is an amazing festival. But I was doing it while another band was playing, and they cut the song short, and everyone could hear.
Oh no!
I was like in the balcony, and a bunch of people looked up because I was warming up, and I'm very loud. So that was fun.
Okay, I'll listen out for that later then. Cool. And so your set here at ArcTanGent is in just a little bit. This might be a spoilery question, but what can people expect?
I don't have any idea what's going to happen, but I do know that we're going to mean every single minute of it. Every person who goes on this, who's playing tonight, John, Tom, Chris, Andrew, Johannes, like everyone who's playing is going to be doing their own thing, and we're all going to be doing it together. And she makes the dresses. She controls my dresses from remote controls from like the sidelines. So you'll see her, and she'll like theme it to what's happening. So the lights will change, movement will be different. Laura, who's doing our lighting, she also does the same thing. It's like you will never see the same show twice.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Love that, can't wait to see it. Okay, so we're nearly done, but I've been wrapping up these interviews with some random quick-fire questions that have nothing to do with anything. Think as long or as short as you want, just to see us through to the end. So, British question straight up, do you prefer tea or coffee?
Fucking coffee.
Amazing. Who inspires you?
I get inspired by pretty much, I'm very easily inspired. So I get inspired by pretty much everyone around me all the time. I see, with everything that's like so dark, I see small things and they're very impressive to me. So I never feel like I recognize that there are like horrible pieces of shit that need to be like shot into space or killed. I recognize that people are like that, but then I see the lady in the tent who's like serving everybody and like really throwing herself into making like this soup there, and I'm like, holy shit, she's really doing that. She looks like she's really working on making something that's cool. So I get impressed easily by very small things, which is a cool way to be.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Film or TV show?
Last night we watched Sexy Beast. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh my god, you should see this. This is Ray Winstone and I'm gonna say film.
Okay. Summer or winter?
Both.
Both. You could say both. Past or future?
Present.
Present. Secret answer number 3. And final question. Favorite Julie Christmas song?
I think the one I like right now, the Lighthouse on this song, Lighthouse and Silver Dollars on this set do something different. Like the Silver Dollars made me try something different that I hadn't done yet. So it gets very emotional at the end, and it was forced me to do something different. So right now, I would say it's Silver Dollars.
Incredible. Okay, that's all I got. Thank you so much for joining me. That's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
I've been Chris with The Razor's Edge. See you in the next one.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you keep up to date with future episodes by subscribing to our channels. For more information on this podcast, or for all the latest music news, reviews, interviews and more, head over to our website, www.therazorsedge.rocks.